Now we're going to look at some very useful macros that can be found in various of the standard libraries, including standardio.h and ctype.h. And we're going to emphasize the use of a macro, sort of a piece of code found by using a sharp define, and that sharp define will be the define of what's called an assert. So some useful macros for preprocessing that include character preprocessing, and also for char star, which is our way of talking about a string, namely a pointer to char, includes something like sharp define get char paren. And that is sharp defined as get c of standard in. Standard in is the name assigned to output, input, excuse me. Standard in is assigned to input, that's why it's in, which generally will start by being the keyboard. So if you want to get a character from the keyboard, you can use get char, or you can also use get c of standard in. But get char is a little simpler. Why bother with what's otherwise a standard name? So this is a macro. It exists in the standard IO library, and it helps getting characters from input. You can generally use get c with a file name, and we'll see when we start processing files how useful something like that is. There's an equivalent output macro, which is called put char of c, which means put a character, namely the character c, into standard out. Again, standard out is predefined to be your screen. So these simple macros let you do character by character processing, which includes using whitespace, which is a little different than using printf and scanf, where whitespace might cause a hiccup. We also, in ctype.h, have processing, and you can look it up yourself. You should by now be able to use things like an online lookup, lots of reference material, including material in the Wikipedia on the language and on its standard libraries. There's too much information to just have it all memorized in your head, so you need either a book or, in this case, it's typically convenient to get it off the internet. And we have things, macros, like is alpha of c. And that says, is that character alphabetic? That means is it an A to Z, either lower or uppercase, and is reflects the fact that we expect a Boolean value. Now, Boolean, of course, in the C language is 0 for false and non-zero, which in this case will return a 1 for true. So if it sees an alphabetic character, it's going to return 1. If it sees a non-alphabetic character or whitespace character, it's going to return 0. This checks for whitespace. This checks for digits. This checks for whether some characters in lowercase. Let's say you want to do something on lowest, let's say you want to make everything uppercase. So you would check if you found the lowercase character, and then you can use an action to uppercase. So this would turn a lowercase character as an action into uppercase. And now let's turn to what I said was going to be a very important topic, also found in the preprocessor in the standard libraries, and that's to use asserts. And these asserts can be turned on and off, and they can be turned on and off with a flag called ndebug. And the way they work is you can assert an expression. Typically, it should be thought of as a logical expression. And if whatever the expression is true, you keep running. That means this is what you expected at that point in the program. But if for some reason it's not what's expected, then it calls an abort, which issues an appropriate message. And we're going to see that in code in our next segment. Asserts can be injected to test routine code, and they can be used to prove the correctness of your program. So in some sense, initially, famous computer scientists, Turing Award winners like Dijkstra and Hoare, actually were attempting to mathematically prove that their programs were correct. It turns out, practically speaking, not too many of us can do that, and we can, even great geniuses, have trouble doing it for something other than a small amount of code. Though some people envisioned ultimately theorem-proving programs proving that the code could be correct. Fortunately for human labor, this is not yet there. So we can put in those asserts. In effect, they also act as comments saying, here's what we expect to be true at this point, and they can be left in and delivered. And then the program, when we understand it to be correct, can use the end bug flag to either turn off or turn on whether those will be tested. And we're going to use all that material in code in the next video.